Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. How is it going, guys? You should be hearing me right now. Let me know if the audio is okay. I'm dropping the music a little bit. And let's hear the other guys. You should be up now, guys. Mike, Kojak, Chen.
Hey!
There we go. There you go. Okay, so we can all hear you right now. So we should all be good. I can see. Are you deaf? I'm deaf. It's a bit too loud. Thank you for telling me that. Let me put that a little bit more like this.
How about now?
Okay, so it should be good now. Anyway, we'll start and we'll improvise. So let's start the intro.
I'm still not there. No, it's me.
And it's
Funny
the Berzerk
thing.
Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, shut up, it's Jan. It's my way. It's my intro. Shut up. I do the intro. You
I'm
go
Kojak.
And you're Kojak.
Oh shit!
And I messed up everything. And my voice is out. Everything is wrong. All right, there we go. You're over there.
It's terrible.
And you're twice people now. Who's the other guy? The other guy. Where are you? There you go.
Perfect.
Yay, we did
There
it.
you go.
We beat the dragon.
Everything is perfect. Kojak has hair. Almost.
Oh, almost. Not that much.
Guys, it's been like 3 months since I've streamed. You guys have been busy during that time. I was like all alone in Europe, having the time of my life, visiting like a shit ton of beaches. I hope I pronounce it right. Beaches. That's the one where you there's sands, right?
Tons of slots.
Some are sandy, yes.
Oh.
Aren't they the female of a dog?
Already 5 minutes in, and I regret everything. Oh
We're off
my
to a
god.
good start.
I don't see no problem with that.
No, I don't see. Let's roll the intro again. Let's restart. Hey, my name is Latch, and we are the Berzerk crew, Berzerk Podcast. And here with me is Kojak, Etienne, and Mike, as usual. So,
Hello.
it's been a long while, guys. We'll be checking out like what you all have to say. We all have a lot to say, actually. We've been working in the background for like 3 months. At least me, I've been working in a dark room. I think that Kojak, you've been streaming like at least once a week, I believe.
I've been trying to. Well, up until the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, I've been doing the regular like 3 days a week.
Okay, there we go. And you did 2 podcasts without me, I believe?
Yeah, actually, because we did the one where it was you were the only one missing, and then Etienne and I did one really quick.
Okay.
I think we did two.
Yeah, there was one with the 3 of us and one that
Yeah.
was on
Oh.
vacation.
Just the 2 of
Yeah.
us. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You're just making everything up.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
want to
just
get
lying.
fired. Yeah, we made at least 70 podcasts
To be
without you.
perfectly
Yeah.
honest, with what we did, I'm pretty sure the internet would have rather that we hadn't made a podcast.
Yeah, I remember I was like watching a bit of it, and like the 5 minutes I got was you were talking about kind of porn or something like that. I was like, what's
It's
happening?
it's on park for course when you're not here.
And the last podcast was actually me screaming about Skype.
Yeah, the very last one was hilarious because Skype kept dying and cutting out for Etienne.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Super. You should be back now, and I want to up our game on the podcast. I would really like to. I would really like to try to make up our game. So get something maybe like other
Up your
developer
game.
out there. Come on, up your game.
Up your game.
Maybe I have visual for Mike.
Yeah. Oh, boo!
Shots fired.
You know, I think I've been on as many podcasts as you have, and you're the host.
Oh my god. Am I quiet? Should I put my mic a little bit higher? A little bit like this? Ça va, tu as testé l'environnement zombie pour pouvoir avoir passé du temps dans une chambre obscure. Somebody's just like putting stuff in Google Translate. Ian Vandale, I don't understand. But yeah. I was saying I went into a dark room saying like that was in a hidden. I was not online, should I say? So I was all around the world. Basically, went in Europe, so I went with my wife and my kids, which was really necessary after all the stress of Just Shapes and Meats. By the way, speaking of Just Shapes and Meats, look at that T-shirt. I love it. It's pretty cool. Ah, I got punched. Oh my god, the timing was perfect.
Punch in the tits.
Punch in the tit. Got punched in the bit. eBay 91, thank you very much, my friend. And thank you very much for all the subs, by the way. Like, we got subs like 5 times before the show even started, including you, Kojak, 39 months. And 42 months by Larkland, I believe, right?
That's how you get a jobs, people.
Yeah. Maintain a ridiculously long sub streak. And then there you go.
Yup. So yeah, I went into Europe with my wife and kids for a while, just like to disconnect from internet and just like just hit the reset button. I was still working though. I did not stop working for like 8 weeks in a row because I would have been very unhappy. Thoridion66, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome aboard, my friend. A new sub. Those are rare these days. Those are very rare. So yeah,
actually,
I've been working on a secret project that I can't show yet, and I probably don't want to show until a little while. Basically, I just said like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna work on whatever I want, just because I need to take a break, you know. So I did not tell anybody on the team. I was just saying to the team, hey guys, I'll be on vacation. I'll be working on something, and that's it. Have fun. And yeah, I basically tried a new schedule. I was working like 4 or 5 hours a day, including weekends. And what I did is, as soon as I woke up, like 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, as soon as I woke up, I made coffee and then put myself in front of the office and started to code. I had very shitty internet, like for the entire travel. For a series and coincidence, I had like very bad internet during the entire time. So that forced me to actually code. And yeah, 7 a.m., got a coffee, went right to work. Thank you very much, Zero Stats, by the way. I'm gonna have to drop the sound a little bit on this one, otherwise I'll get interrupted all the time. Hang on. But yeah, I just went directly to work, like at the very beginning. And I like that. I wanna keep doing that. And what I was doing afterwards is on the afternoon, I stopped working altogether and spent some time visiting the country. So we went to Germany, France, and Spain. Also went to CoxCon, actually. I went there so I could say a big thank you to Jesse Cox in person for the awesome stream he made. And that was pretty cool. Fixed cam. There we go. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm okay with being an interface.
That's what I do, right? I speak, and then I hide my guests. Like,
these guys are really important.
I'm the guy. There we go. Okay, so
I'm the band.
I'm the band. Oh man. So yeah, guys, what have you been up to then for Zombido? I think you talked a little bit about it in Fernax, about Zombido as well.
Yeah.
Let me know.
What we have been saying is currently I'm working with another calder on Infernax, and Infernax is going well. So that's the thing. Infernax will actually happen. It will not be a vaporware.
Finally.
I believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I did see people in chat talking about Infernax being never gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's happening!
It's
I'm
happening. We're gonna finish it.
The stuff that you have been showing me, Etienne, looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Some of the new stuff is trailer stuff.
It's in 3D, right?
Yeah.
Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah, Half-Life 3 before Infernax. Yeah, that's a race between us and Game Newell.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Finalizing happening is a lie. Yeah, at this point, right? No, but we are working on it. We are working on it for real with an actual coder and like an actual artist working on it. And
full time now.
We also have an actual date that we can run to. We have a date internally that we want to release it. So I'm not gonna say it because whenever I say a date, I break my promise. So I'm not gonna say it, especially with me and Kickstarter and Infernax. Not a good mix.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But we are working on it, so it's not.
But I think we are maybe the only people to reimburse Kickstarter.
To what?
Ever.
To a refund.
Yeah, I
To
think
do
the
a refund.
Kona guys did it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Kona
They
guys?
refunded. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
They had like 50K.
They were at 50K and they
They were
refunded
at 50K.
everyone.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
At least that was the
Damn.
plan, like 6 months ago. Yeah.
Any,
But when they got the publisher, they refunded, from what I remembered.
Oh yeah. Wow. Wow, that's a ballsy move. That's a pretty good move.
Real.
What else? What else are emotes? Butt stuff. Epic bro, man.
I'm very okay with these emotes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but it's you do have a point though. We are one of the few that we kept our promise at least, you know, with so first, okay, Kickstarter, we messed up, all right? Our bad, yes, we're big enough to admit our mistake. But we did refund everybody afterwards, and we are going to finish the project anyway, so.
We have refunded everybody.
Oh, okay.
We still have like 9 left that they won't go through because they was on the wrong credit card.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, the credit card that is overdue or something like that?
Yeah, because since we made the Kickstarter so long ago, some credit card expired.
Ah.
So yeah, we need to like track down those people.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that's left.
Okay.
Hunt them down.
And I think FGL
FGL?
had they had bought one of the packs, and I still haven't got around to refunding them.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just my subconscious just forgetting to refund FGL.
Yeah, but anyway, and also we want to finish the project without Kickstarter. So we basically put our balls on the table and took like our money and our risk and said like, all right, we're gonna fund it ourselves because. Again, I'm gonna retell the story, but when we finished the Kickstarter, we got like $4,000, I believe, and 4,000 is not enough to do jack shit. And we were like, we don't like to just like release like a half-finished game. Like it was done, but we could do so much better with like an actual budget and everything. So that's why we said like, okay, fuck it. We're not gonna use Kickstarter money. We're gonna cancel that, and I'm gonna put the balls on the table, and that's it. Kickstarter is for losers anyway.
Yeah, and also 2013 happened at the same time.
It happened before
What?
that though.
Yeah, that was a lot before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They're drunk.
It was at the same time. I remember we started Kickstarter. We work on the Kickstarter just before the fall.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think we released the Kickstarter a couple of months later. But yeah,
It was like a year after.
Yeah,
It was a long time after.
Yep.
Oh, maybe.
Because I remember I did it. I was about to press the button when Simon came in the office and told me I'm fired. And I just remember like that morning, I'm like, hey, Etienne, should we push the button? Should we push the button? You would just look at me with those like eyes of the guys I hadn't slept in 4 days. Like,
Oh shit.
just wait for Simon, please.
Yeah,
And I
Good
came
times.
in.
good
Yeah.
time.
Good
I
times.
remember this time fondly.
I remember I came in saying like, "Good news, everyone! You're all fired."
Pretty much.
And I went out. That was a happy times. You know, I do remember that day as well. I think that very day, like it was September 9th, I believe, 2013. That will be burned into my brain because the very morning that I had to announce everyone like, "Hey guys, it's over." I was so like not there and just like all lost in my thoughts and everything. So the same morning, my daughter asked me like, "Hey, can I have some cereal?" And I did like, "Oh yeah, sure." I took the box and poured the cereal in my coffee. And she was like, why'd you do that? I'm like, oh my god, like I'm stupid out of fatigue, you know? I could not even function right. So yeah. And my daughter still to this day talks to me about that. It's like, oh, it was so funny when you did that. Yeah, it was very funny. Funny time.
1,000-yard stare. Hilarious.
Yeah, right? funny time. Man. New haircut for Latch, long time from Zorg. Yeah, I finally have my hair back, actually. Look at those magnificent hair. Funny to have them back. Took like an entire year, basically, 9 months. You know.
Oh my god. It actually, yeah, it's... Jesus. I was like, yeah, that wasn't that long ago. And 9 months, no. Jesus Christ.
Times go by so quick.
Yeah,
For real.
Valenix, thank you very much, man, for the resub. Oh, that will save me a lot of time in the morning. Mix coffee with cereal. Yeah, right? There you go. The recipe is you have to start a company, and then 6 year, you work your ass off 6 year, and pour everything in it, and then fire everyone. And then you'll have a coffee with cereal.
Yep.
Delicious.
It's the only way to make that.
Yeah.
It's the only way. Thank God we're back on our feet though.
Yeah,
It's kind of-
I think the new way is better.
Yeah, totally. I think it's a nice analogy with what happens in Just Ships and Beats. Like it's over, it's not over, and we come back always. It's kind of there's a little something there.
So we work on Infernax. I work on Infernax a lot. I work a little bit on Zombital with Kojak, trying to feed him with every visual he need to do the the organ thing.
The quid? On Zomato, you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we have a lot of stuff going on there. I don't know if it will be on the next release. Kojak is more up to date on Zombital than me. I'm kind of more into the Infernax right now.
I also know a little bit. I think I know everything I have to know for Zombital, but I don't know how the chat knows, so I don't want to spoil everything. So I'm gonna let you, Kojak, tell everything through your filter.
Well, I've been streaming the work that I do on it, so the community is fairly up to date with how everything is going to work, because I've shown off the interfaces and I've showed off the new icons that you did, Etienne, for the organs and everything. So, but yeah, I tried your strategy of taking like a bunch of hours, like as soon as you get up and just immediately focusing on code.
Okay.
And dude, I don't know if it's a combination of me getting actual sleep last night, but I was pretty productive this morning.
Oh, fuck yeah, nice.
Yeah, man.
told you it works, man.
For real?
That and cocaine. You did the cocaine as well? You did the
I
cocaine?
did,
Okay,
Okay.
there you go. There.
Yeah.
That's
Cocaine.
It's clearly
helps.
the working the morning. The other thing
HR would like to mention that we don't condone the use of cocaine.
The opinion of Lash does not reflect Berzerk Studio.
Latch's usage of cocaine
Yeah.
does not reflect the usage of cocaine of the rest of Berzerk Studio.
Yeah.
Please. We do need to get some grants at some point, Simon.
I like to ruin everything.
Cocaine!
Yeah, that's cocaine.
It's cocaine.
I made the most friendly. I mean, we made the most happy, friendly game ever. Like the child. What can I say? Child friendly game, and here we are talking about cocaine. So yeah, I like it.
Which game you think is the more
You
child-friendly?
sub. Just Ships and Beats.
Oh,
Nice L2 has joined the battle. Thank you very much, my friend. Now you're a sub. Welcome aboard.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask all the question that probably the rest of the chat think about. First, there was somebody who asked like if they're gonna have more content for Just Ships and Beats. Yes, news and biasing. I love Just Ships and Beats. Are there any plans for more song? You were about to say something, Mike?
I was gonna say yes, and I need to go for a second. Somebody is at the door. I'll be back.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. Oh, can't wait to see who it will.
yeah. I hope
Poutine, all of the
I hope you
poutine.
show us who it is.
So the answer is yes. We plan for more songs for Just Shapes and Beats since the reception has been fucking amazing. Yes, I'm gonna be working on that probably for the next year. In parentheses. So I'm definitely for the next month and with a big S. But yeah, we do want to work on this. I mean, let me show you something. Why do I speak like that dude from Jurassic Park? Hang on.
That was what it was.
Life finds a way.
Alright, there we go. If you can see right over here in Just Shapes and Beats, we got 96 people that are out of 700 reviews find this positive. So it is freaking it's success. Success plus million. So I really, first, thank you very much for all this overwhelmingly positive review. Really appreciate it, guys. It's our very first big release. And, man, that was pretty good. So we are still working on it. We plan to make some updates. Some of them will be free updates with more songs. Some of them will be DLC in the future. We also have release on other platforms. Mike is not here right now to tell me what I can and cannot say, so I'm not going to tell that much. But what I can tell you is I'm working on it. That's what I do on my day-to-day basis. I'm basically focused on Just Shapes and Beats. And
The game
go ahead.
will be out on Sega Genesis.
No.
I'm kind of disappointed.
And I want to say I hate Genesis sounds. There we go. Boom, I said it. I hate the music in Genesis. Hot take. Then
Holy
you go,
shit.
"Bow,
Don't start
bow."
don't restart that war.
I said it. So no, Just Shapes and Beats won't be on Genesis. No.
Mike's knife hand is twitching.
What? His knife hand is twitching.
Yeah, he's actually coming to your house.
He's gonna be
Oh,
like,
there it is.
just stab me on the back. Go.
What?
You said that I said things when you weren't in there, and we were thinking that you would come like right here and just stab me in the chest.
I will watch the VOD then do it.
Can we expect Just Shapes and Beats on this NES? Yeah! This NES music is amazing! I can see no problem. Olivier will work on this.
Yeah, it's.
Olivier is our tech guy. Olivier is our tech magician. He's fucking awesome. If he cannot do it, I'm gonna be disappointed. Commodore 64!
I
Yes,
still want it on Atari.
on Atari. Commodore 64, yes, I do like that as well. I grew up with Commodore 64. That was the very first console I had, if we can consider that a console. But yeah, my mom have stories of me playing Commodore 64 at 2 years old with my diaper on and go like, "Take that, little ghost man!" And I was like all sweaty, really into the game. Ah! You know, I had issues. And at a 3-year-old, I was able to. I remember the code to start my game. You know, because back in the days, it wasn't a cartridge you put there. You had like a floppy disk to put in there, and then you had to write down LOAD. Parenthesis 8, comma 1, comma whatever, you know. And I was 3 years old with my diaper on, and I mesmerized the thing all by heart. So, yup. What? Wife, mom, it's Quebec. Basically the same. What? I like banana pie. Okay.
He thinks we're Alabama or something.
Alabama man. Commodore 64 isn't a console lash. LOL. Oh yeah. Okay, you got me. You got me. Oh, there we go. The comment is right over there. Load quote asterisk quote. Anyway, something like that. How old are you? 123. Yes, exactly. I actually made my college with Napoleon, and I was dating Cleopatra as well. Nice girl. Nice girl.
But she has a temper.
She has a temper. Yeah, she really likes his milk bath milk. It was anyway that thing.
Much Asterix.
Yes, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Do you guys know Asterix? I'm pretty sure that Kojak doesn't know him. Doesn't know that cartoon.
I'm
Because you're in
familiar
the
with it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I'm familiar with it.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Okay.
I thought that the U.S. Didn't
No, I think
know.
it's known in the US though.
Oh, okay. Asterix.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big all around the world.
Oh, okay. Asterix, Obelix. All right. Okay, there you go. I was I was wrong apparently. Anyway, so I was talking about what before that. I was talking about Just Shapes and Beats new content. Yeah, Mike, I was saying that we were we were working on new content, and some of them will be free, some of them will be with a DLC, and I also said that the game will be released on other platform. So I did not say which one and or a date. Is that all right?
Because people are already asking about Mac.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
And Linux, by the way. I got like 6 emails this morning about Linux.
And Sega Genesis.
No.
I ask about Sega Genesis.
So we got at least
You were
6
that kid.
people.
You were that kid at Genesis.
So,
I had SNES, but
That's why.
so we had 6 people ready for Linux. So that's at least a 6 sale at $20. So that makes it 120. So that our cut of that is like 30%. So that's like $40. Now we just need to find a coder that can do it for $40. So, Mike, you
Just
do
get
that.
Olivia to do it in an hour.
You do that. You take 10% of that $40 to find a coder to do it. No, yeah, I'm joking, but that's basically the point for real. Like it kind of shows like what's the problem with it. Probably more than just 6 people though that would like to have it. But I believe that the Mac user portion of Steam is like below 5%. So
Yeah, if you actually go, like, you can go look at the hardware statistics for Steam, and it's like 97% Windows,
yeah.
2% Mac, 0.5% Linux.
So yeah, exactly. So the effort, like I would like to say, like yeah, I actually have a button right over there that says release it, but that's not really the case. You know, it's a button that takes a couple of months to press on, and that will.
it's really sticky button.
A very sticky button.
We spilled soda.
A really sticky button. Like that's how coding works, right? Like
Yeah.
I have like only 3 buttons on it, like make game, port Linux and port Mac, and you just have to rub it for 4 years. And after 4 years, yeah, there you go, it's released. Yep.
True coders only have 1s and 0s on
Ah.
their keyboard.
Oh, that would be awesome. Like a keyboard that only have 0 and 1, and you go like oh, and then you could like hook that up to Guitar Hero, and you could like make a program. That would be fucking amazing, you know? So yeah, you play something on a song, yeah, and at the end you have like I don't know, you have hacked the FBI.
Yeah. You're on the CA list now.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, GSB. I was actually just running like about just before the podcast started. I went to run and I bought a random Monster Cat album, and I was like, I put that in my ear and just like go. I just started running, and it was one song in particular that was like, okay, yes, I want a new boss with that song. And now new shapes were popping up in my head, like patterns and everything, and I was just running, and I just kept the same song in repeat. and I realized that I've been listening to the same song in repeat for like 30 minutes. I'm like,
Jesus.
oh, okay. And I was just like in my head, I ran way too far. But yeah, I was really in my head, and it's been a long while since I had that feeling of like, oh yes, I have something in mind, and then like I was on fire and everything. So I'm definitely, I feel like I'm going back finally into the creative part. So, hey Alexa, port my game to Linux.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice. Yup. Level editor.
That's pretty awesome, though, man.
Mike, Kojak, level editor. Would you like to have it?
Yeah, sure.
I would love to have it
Go ahead.
if we could actually get it to work on all consoles.
Is it not dangerous though to have a level editor
Uh,
to flood your stuff with bad content?
It's not really just that. It's just because that if we do a level editor, sorry, I burped. Simon is rubbing off on me. God damn it. But yeah, the problem with the level editor is mostly that we would have to do it online if we want to, because the people would want to share their tracks. They will want to share the levels.
Yeah.
So if we do a level editor that's just local only, we're just gonna be moving the flagpole to somewhere else of what people want now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out a way to all do it at straight from the get-go.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like a pain in my butt for licensing and copyrights, and it's gonna be a pain in Simon's butt to actually make it work, like in UIs. And after that, it's gonna be Oliver's hell to figure out how to actually import music onto a console.
You know,
So
yeah,
if you human centipede all of that, like in a single line, it's just basically it's a huge dirt pile.
You really like that sentence of human centipede.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You came there.
It's a perfect example of terribleness.
Yeah, so look at that. I'm gonna explain a little bit in bullet points so I can export that later. Like in the main franchise. Alright, so if we put that like this, what we need to figure out is copyright. Need license of all songs. There we go. And then we have content parity, meaning that level editor needs to be on all platforms, and that creates the problem of UI controller friendly plus mouse friendly, which makes the thing I need to basically create two level editors. So one is already hard, but I need to create two. Another problem is the share content stuff, especially on the Switch. What happens if somebody makes a shit ton of penis in his levels? What happened with that? So we need to figure that out. Like, I know that on Steam, the thing goes to the responsibility goes to the user. Apparently, when you're using Steamworks, apparently it goes there. But on Switch, I know that it's already a pain to get approved over there. So like adding this will make it even harder. So we got that already, and also I'm not even talking about content, about creating the damn thing. Creating this and all the UIs and everything, we already talking about months of jobs, because I need to redo it anyway. So that's the problem with putting it in the main franchise. Now we had an idea that we could make something called not GSB, for example, and we put it only on Steam. But I still have to make people share their stuff, because otherwise they will feel bad. Yeah, people will ask for, hey, I need to share my stuff. So now I'm basically shooting myself in the foot. And also, it's moved the flagpole. It's basically splitting community in half, and it could also make the fact that if somebody sees the level editor, I want to say cannibalize user base. Because people could just like go with the level editor and say, oh, that's it. Why would I pay the game, just Shapes and Beats? I already have it, with the level editor and add like a shit ton of level, like infinite amount of level. Why would I go to just Shapes and Beats, So I cannot really put this one at, for example, $5 and say like, hey, you can have it. If I do that, I need to make sure to share the content, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, that's the second option, which is not really a good option. And the third one will be something like secret access, which means like it's not visible, but I manually give keys to 1, 2, 3 people that I trust, and then we have like a Discord channel to talk about like our stuff and everything, or we do something just here on Twitch. That's the third option that I need to talk with Mike actually, because
But that still won't solve anything though, because you will just give access to some people, but it's not just the 3 people that want the actual level editor. It's the people that want the level editor is the mass of the people. So
it's not
that's
fixing.
Yeah.
It's not fixing the problem, but it would help creating more levels, in the future. So if we have like 10 people creating level, at least it will be easier to create content for everyone in the world, and I could slowly go to here, meaning that I'll have like a better level editor in the end.
I have a question though.
But yeah.
About the penises stuff.
What is penis?
Since you have kind of the control of the shape that people can do in the game,
Yep.
won't you be able to just not allow people to draw penises?
Yeah, but you can. You can draw penises with everything. Like, give me a circle, and I draw a penis with a bunch of circles. I mean, my brother.
Yeah, but this will be really, really not a.
Hammer twice.
Yeah, I'm
Beforehand.
fine.
Kind of a penises, but I don't think it will be.
No.
Like, oh yeah, that game is full of penises.
No,
I think you underestimate dedication.
Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about.
People will go lengths to actually make penises on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but.
Have you seen?
If it wasn't.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if it wasn't for the console parody, I think this would be a much easier problem.
Yes, totally. The content parody thing is one of the hardest, because I need to make twice the same editor plus I need to make the approval system working like on everywhere. And I really want to make it. I really want to do the entire thing. But content parity, even if we didn't have that in the contract, people on Switch will be screaming at us saying like, hey, we want a level editor, us too, we also want a level editor. And then we'll be like, so. Yeah. But it's
also I've seen like Ozu's forums as well, and just allowing people to upload music, it's a problem as it sounds, because it's the MCA takedowns, and it's copyright strikes, and it's lawyers people on your forums all the fucking time.
That can be fixed if we just allow like a subset of songs, like we already have a strong
but that's
relations.
not what people want though.
Well, that's more than nothing. Like if you can pick among like 10,000 songs, I won't see like I don't think that people will be that pissed, It's not gonna.
But that's moving the flagpole forward. That people will just want. Well, now that we have this, we want this. You give people an inch, they want a foot.
Yeah, I think that is gonna be understandable though. I don't think that it's gonna feel cheap if we let the people at least access like 10,000.
You have a lot of faith in the internet, friend.
Yeah, but I think most of the people.
We made a game about shapes, and we ended up with porn.
You're
but
right.
I think most of the reasonable people will understand that it's kind of foolish to think that you can upload any music you want and share it.
Yeah.
Reasonable people also aren't the loudest.
Part of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very rarely the reasonable ones.
Yeah, at least I'll be good. I'll be proud of it, you know. Like,
Yeah, but at some point we don't have to listen to crazy loud people.
News and Buy is asking why make 2 levels there. You could just make one. Just make one where you press a button and a menu pops up where you pick all from the shapes, yada yada yada. Okay, so if you make only a level editor, thank you, Harald, for the sub. Thank you very much, my friend. If you make a level editor that is only controller only, that will work on Steam and on consoles, right? Yes, you're right. However, people will be pissed. We're gonna have like a shit ton of people saying, "Why can't I use my mouse?" And it's gonna feel weird because just the UI is totally different. You know, it needs to be completely different. If you play Diablo on on a computer or on a console, the UI are totally different. And in fact, you cannot even play Diablo with a controller on Steam, I believe. I think it's not even doable. You know, you need your mouse because they will have so much job to do. You basically need to create twice the interface for everything. And what happens if you play with the controller and then you switch for the mouse? Everything needs to be refreshed, you know? So that's like that's a nightmare. So yeah, not that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for trying to help, though. I appreciate. But yeah, that's where we are. So the secret access, yeah, it does not fix the problem. People will still ask for the level editor. It's just gonna help me out to create more level. Like if I create like 15 or 20 more level, at some point I may need some help of creating like more different level, you know. So that will help. Also, that will at least give a little something for the best fan, you know. That will be that. But yeah, that's not gonna be what everybody wants.
Oh, by the way, I saw somebody saying about AudioSurf 2 streaming the sound from YouTube videos. That's actually against the YouTube terms of service.
Oh yeah.
If we try to do something like that, yeah.
Oops.
So yeah, something like that couldn't.
You stream the sounds, perhaps such a solution we could use. I also remember a game once to stream music from Newground. Okay. That could be something. I still think music, piano roll type thing will be the best. AudioSurf YouTube thing has been strike down emo. Okay.
I mean, stuff like that. Like, if we could figure out something for like Spotify.
Yeah.
I contacted like Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and I think it was it Spotify or iTunes Music I contacted like 2 years ago. They all shut us down. They don't want to update their APIs to actually do video games. They just want to do web players.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's out of the question.
Yep. If we had, I think that the best would be to have like 3 labels. Like we already have like a good relationship with Monster Cat, 99 Lives, and Wolf Beats. So those are 3 people, and those are 3 people that are really working for that kind of stuff, you know, to make their inventory bigger and bigger and bigger. So not only we're already gonna have like a large amount of songs already available, but that subset of song will grow over time. And if, for example, you are an artist and want to put your own song on there, you can consider joining one of those 3 labels for that song, and then you'll be part of there, you know. So at least there's a door to get in Just Shapes and Beats and be clear of all the license and everything, you know. Yeah. But in the end, no, you cannot push a Celine Dion song and everybody can play it on Switch. That's
also,
not.
One of the problems with having Monster Cats, I really hate to actually be the bummer here, but Monster Cats has a lot of trouble for licensing for streamers.
Okay.
So if we do like a licensing only, like let's say we have a download pack that's all the developers do that just Monster Cat, people will not able to stream it because they sell their streaming licenses. So yeah, that's been a problem in my butt for a while now.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure
So
I understand though. Like, if they stream the stuff.
if anybody streams the Monster Cat track, if they're not on their whitelist, they get like not a takedown, but they get the monetization taken away from them, and sometimes they get muted.
Okay.
So that's already in the game right now, and that would be even like exacerbated by having more tracks from Monster Cat. We still need to figure that out because they're like super chill about it.
Okay.
But they're running a business as well.
Yeah, got it. I know that I seen Nate from 99 Lives actually at PAX, and he reiterates again that like everybody can stream any songs and everything, blah blah.
Yeah.
So at least there's that.
Might be something like that might be something more feasible, but then we would have to like up like the count. Cause I don't think we can stream either on Switch, right? Can we stream? I don't think we can have a stream of music on Switch. We would have to like package them all.
Yeah, download it.
Yeah.
Push in an update. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe that's like dumb problems, but that's still things we need to think about. And this is like where people can actually see what kind of garbage this is all is that we have to figure out. And this is why it's not gonna be happening just at the press of a button. We have to actually think and iterate on this shit.
Yeah.
Sorry for the S word.
Simon.
Yes, the Simon word.
The
That's
Simon
the worst
word. So yeah, there's that, and and we're not even talking about like the gameplay where you actually have to browse to get all the song, click the song and then download it. So you wait until it's finished and then you start and then you process something and then finally
Also,
you're there.
You can't download on the Switch either, or like on a PS4.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
are
See?
fucked.
Wow. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. So basically, it's the content parity that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If we could have like only Steam only, that could work.
Dude, if it was Steam only, we could just hook it up to the Steam Workshop, and that would solve like 80% of the stuff.
It could
Again,
even just stay in air. Did not even matter.
yeah, I do agree. Yeah, so I bet like the most likely situation will be something like this. Like we called it, we called it Delta Void. Remember that name, Mike?
Yeah.
We call it Delta Void. Alright? Or Not Shapes and Beats. And say like, okay, this is actually exactly the same thing. We do a palette slash color or something like that, but actually we don't try to cannibalize both of them.
If I like call myself not a thief and I go rob a bank, I'm not a thief technically.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yup. But yeah, that will be the most likely. But that will be like in that situation. The thing is, for Just Ships and Beats, the power of Just Ships and Beats is like the story and the polished levels. So if we put some community level in there, we have to be sure we curate them. So I don't want a player to just download it, test a few community levels which are very boring or way too hard, and just say like, oh, okay, and then leave it, because that's not the way it is.
The nice thing about Steam Workshop, and actually the nice thing about a lot of essentially the modding community for a lot of games, is they are very like self-curating.
Okay.
So somebody that comes in who's never messed with modding before or anything like that, there's usually easily accessible articles that are like, here's the ones that like people fucking love, and here's like the ones that people invest all this time into.
Okay.
And the Steam Workshop allows you to rate all the mods, and it allows you to see which ones are the most downloaded over like all time, last week, 6 months. Like there's so much curation involved in it. So I really wouldn't worry, because I know Etienne had said worrying about people going through and like playing a whole bunch of crap levels. And usually with community generated content, if you go through and play a whole bunch of crap, that's kind of because you didn't look up what was good.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of scary. I find it scary, but the thing is, I know that you cannot make a lot of crap with Just Shapes and Beats, since you you don't have a lot of different visual, just the pink stuff, and but maybe some people will just make impossible to finish level.
Yeah, I think like one of the wireframes we had at first for the level editor included that was a gameplay that to actually submit your track. Like I think I had like written down that somewhere that to submit your track you had to actually be able to finish it yourself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Maker does that too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You basically just copy paste Mario Maker.
Yeah.
I mean, Mario Maker stole that idea from us 4 years ago.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
And this is how we got taken down from Switch.
So I guess the most likely situation, I think that this is like just impossible, or near impossible.
I don't want to say it's impossible. I'm gonna say it's gonna take a lot of effort, and it might not be like might not be 100% this. Might be like 90% this.
Yeah.
Like it would probably be like you were saying, just curated music from the get-go. Like maybe not a playlist, but like a bank of 100 or 200 tracks. But then we would up the. It would need to be basically a DLC on the side. It could not be on the base game because we don't want to have people download like 4 extra gigs just for music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's quite stupid to download like 10,000 songs already.
Yeah.
And yep. And I feel that the most people that want to create stuff will be on computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the modding community is for everything.
Yeah, right. I don't feel like people will go on Switch to try to create stuff unless like Mario Maker did it. But Mario Maker is Mario Maker, so that's it.
Yeah.
And
They
they
have
the
all the
support
rights.
Yeah.
all of Nintendo.
Yeah.
And
They
all
basically
of the
they
money.
made that entire console just for it almost.
Yeah. There's actually a game coming out. It was announced in the Indies. It's a game about creating your own levels. Basically, it's a 2D platformer. I don't remember which one it is. But
Do they have music though?
Huh?
But do they have music though?
No, it's probably just like a text file at the end, just like creating, kind of like a Berzerk battle.
Yeah. Which
Indies.
reminds me, where's Berzerk Battle now? Do we still have it up somewhere, or is it
Well-
just gone forever?
Someone asked me the same question this week.
Yeah, GamerSafe is out, so it was relying on GamerSafe to do something.
I don't think it exists anymore.
So yeah, but I have a local version in debug that kind of works. There's that.
I don't know if we can do
Oh,
Hey,
something
look at
with
that
that
skirt.
game, or
Look
do
at
we
the
own that
beautiful-
game?
What an asshole! I
Oh
love him.
snap! If people knew everything that we know on this man.
This man is very tall.
This man is very tall. There you go. So that we can
He's
say
like 2 Simons.
that. Well, pretty much everybody is 2 Simon. I'm more like a Simon is a half man. All right, there you go. Level head. I think
A
it's
mark
this.
and a half.
There you go. Look, you create your own stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Oh, one other thing that is possible. I know that the guys behind The Binding of Isaac, they tried to do this, and it's been somewhat successful.
Okay.
But they have mod support for Rebirth. And then what he's been doing is taking the most interesting mods, like every 3 months or something like that. They kind of they put together a pack of mods. And he re-implements the community stuff into the game itself.
Okay.
So it's not just mods that you get; it's like content packs that he curates from the community, and then he integrates like into the game itself.
Okay, so there's like 2 separate products then. There's like Rebirth, there's the level editor, and there's something else. And then when he has something good, he goes back into the main franchise. Is that it?
It's not two separate games. It's just the one game that you
Okay.
can put mods onto. But that is a possibility. Is if you had like not just shapes and beats, that was like a level editor and people could make their stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
if we had the licensing rights to some of the songs that people made levels for, we could potentially put together a pack of those and then integrate it into the Shapes and Beats.
Yeah, I know that the guy Nick from Move or Die said that that's basically what he did with Move or Die. Like he released like a community pack after a while, and sold that like at $5, or I don't know if he sold it or just released it like, hey, this is the community pack number 1, and then community pack number 2, like his favorite and the one curated. Put that into the main franchise. So that's basically what you said. So
yeah.
But it's my idea.
Yeah,
it's basically what you said, but it came from my mouth, so it's better. But yeah, it does exist. So yeah, I tend toward that solution. You know, I wish so like I could be working on this that slowly create this, you know, slowly becomes this, and then maybe in the future we can have something like this, you know, like a part of this could be like in a controller version or something like
Actually,
that. You know?
yeah. Joey just had a pretty good idea that I just remember that we have people doing kind of the same thing.
Okay.
He says that we could do contests for the editor, and we would pick a song, they would make a track, and we would pick the best one to actually be in the game.
Yeah.
And we could also use whatever Chainsaw Awesome is using for their beta test, that they have like this, they have like time-based builds that expire after like 48 hours.
Okay.
And but the thing is that cool. We would have to make it like a, how to say that? We would have to make it server-based, so people could not access it while they are, you know, when the rounds are not going.
That's doable. I mean, what you can do is push a build on Steam and then push another build on Steam. So since there's always the plan where people can hack it and remove the Steam DRM, so that's always there. Yeah. But at the very least, if you make it impossible in the level editor, so okay, let's say I push a level editor that already include one song, so it auto load one song. And you can just generate TXT from there, you know? You can only do that. Yeah. So even if you hack it and remove it from Steam, you will only be able to like work on one song. So you won't be able to do anything else, you know?
Could we make the client server-based? Like you would only have like the first screen, and once you get into level editor, that's all server-based? So they host nothing except for the main menu?
Actually, kind of.
You can...
Because if it was still using Flash...
Yes, we are.
No, I mean, like, if we still used... if we exported it as a SWIF, what we could do is Player.io has that whole thing where you can actually host the SWIF on the server and then create something that loads that SWIF.
Mm-hmm.
So once the build is expired, we could just remove it from the server. And
but somebody can just, I mean, once you download the SWIF is technically on your computer, so you can like use whatever you want. And okay, my gut says that it's a little bit too much, like for. Okay, so the risk of being a hack is, or should I say, the damage of being a hack is super, minimal compared to what we can do with like the contest or the level editor and everything. I mean, if the guy can hack the level editor and it comes with the song that can be loaded from a server. So if we remove the song from the server, it's gonna load nothing, you know. So there's that. So we could do that actually, basically. Yeah. We put the MP3 on a server, we load it on a server, and after a while we remove the MP3. So the guy is gonna try to open up the level editor, it's not gonna work.
Good point. Yeah.
So yes, Mike. It can be done.
That's something we could iterate on.
Yeah, I like.
That could be a starting point.
I like.
So you're saying there's a chance.
You're saying there's a
So
chance.
you're saying there's a chance.
Oh my God! Mike said yes. I'm not done.
Oh shit.
Have you heard that? We have that on on record, guys. He said yes.
He said yes. You're gonna finally marry him. Sorry, I missed a part of the conversation, but it's so cool that you guys are finally out of the closet.
Mike has the best comeback.
Good for you guys.
Oh my God, Mike said yes. Oh, it's the best moment of my life. I think it's time for a giveaway. Nothing more, nothing. That's beautiful. By Mike says yes.
I will murder you in your sleep. Like, do that. Your wife will be a widow. Your kids will be orphans, and you will just explode into like company actions, and I will steal them all.
Sorry, I just see everybody in the chat saying Mike said yes. Hashtag Mike said yes. Let's start with a hashtag. We're gonna sound like a very happy couple.
I also like how you said that you were just gonna murder Simon and I was gonna make his kids orphans.
Yes.
Look at that. Hashtag Mike said yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, I love you so much, guys. Let's make that a thing. Beautiful. Okay, but yeah, that's cool though. For real, I'm happy that we're actually finding a solution. I do believe that if we need like the order of possibility for all those things is this will be number one. That is easier to do. Fucking camera. That will be like easy. Well, not easy. Easiest to do. That could be done. Yeah, that could be done pretty. Yeah, technically I could like set it up like this afternoon and put that up and like pick a few selected people and say like, okay, this is what I want to do with this, you know. Mike is ready to switch. So the running gag with Mike is that he's already ready to switch to Jen's Awesome Games. He always has like another T-shirt, and the other T-shirt behind underneath is Jen's Awesome Games.
You just pull off your tank top and underneath there's just the Chainsaw Awesome shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a hoodie under my tank top.
Yeah, exactly.
Just color.
How did you do that? But yeah, that will be in the order of possibility. So no dates whatsoever. Oh please God, no. But I really like the contest thing. That could really help on like creating something pretty cool. Because you know, I would love to have if it wasn't for console, we could make a new level per week and have like a contest every week and say, okay, this week is this guy, we're gonna have a new thing and blah blah blah, and put that up on Steam and yada. It all works, you know. So that will be quite easy to do. But since we also have the game to be done on console we have like a month of approval. So whatever we do, we have to wait an entire month to for everybody on Switch to have the new song.
If it gets approved.
Yeah, if it gets approved.
What we could do though is just like put all those tracks that win the contests, and we then package them, and after like we have like 4 or 5, we just push them on consoles.
So can we do like?
And if
community
the level is
level
like free, like an alpha, like Chainsaw Awesome do. Again, Chainsaw Awesome from the logo on my phone.
Yeah.
Like they do is that they. Where was I going with this? I was going somewhere. Where was I going? Who are you guys?
I know you're troubled because you said
Yeah.
yes. It's a beautiful moment. I know, man. I know. You're gonna be so happy.
I was going with somewhere with this, but I forgot what.
Okay.
Time to build.
Let me ask you a question on what you said.
Yes.
Actually, would it be able to make like, okay, let's say we go full throttle. We make a contest a week. Like, every week we have a new song, and we say, hey, this week is this song, blah blah blah. All right. At the end of the song, with the week we declare a winner. We put that out on Steam, and we do that 4 times. At the end of the month, we take that 4 thing and push it up on Switch.
Yeah. And that was where I was going. Since it's a closed alpha, people from Switch can play on their computer because they don't need the actual game. They can just have that key. That will only work for like 48 hours. So they don't need to actually have the game on Switch on Steam. They just need to have a computer.
Oh, because the thing will be like on this thing here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That thing will be like on a different build that will not be within just Shapes and Beats. It will be a different build that's only available for 48 hours. So people can just get it for free. They would have some verification that they can do. But,
Are we moving the flagpole though? Are we cannibalizing or because the
we're not really cannibalizing because they only have access to it 48 hours every week and a half.
The thing I don't like is like every week we're gonna say to everyone, hey, look at that, there's new content, but not in the game. Haha, in the level start. And then we get punched in the face.
And then we get punched in the face.
Jax, thank you very much, my friend, for 16 months in a row.
No, because after we have 4 tracks, we push them on everywhere, and everybody has new content
On Steam and everywhere
Yeah,
else.
so that's more for the people that want to create. It's not for the people that just want to play the game.
Okay.
And that's not for people that want to create all the time. It's just for people that want to contribute.
Okay,
So
guys.
that's like an entry point. That would be an entry point to level editor.
Okay, so we do like a contest every week because we have fun and everything, and we take those songs at the end of the week. We say like, okay, this guy has won, and we don't let people play that song at all. We just wait for a month and then we release it.
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's still better than jack shit.
Yeah, it's literally better than nothing.
So people that want to play stuff get new stuff every month, and
Yeah.
people that want to create, they get their stuff every week
Yeah.
that they can actually play with, and after that, they still get the same stuff everyone else.
Got
Yeah.
it.
I also don't think, even if it wasn't like a timed access build, if it was just like a local only version of just Shapes and Beats, I don't even think that would really cannibalize anything too much. Just because you wouldn't get the story mode, it would just be the level editor.
Mhm.
And anybody that wants to make levels for just Shapes and Beats is already a fan of just Shapes and Beats, you know?
Yeah. Yup.
It's not like we're taking these people and it's like random people who are not now gonna get the original game. We're just taking people from the community. who
Yeah, but
want to.
the stages that they're making, only them can play, so that's
Yeah. Like that
that's
would be
that's
the,
the things that we need to actually have a way to actually make them share the tracks, but we need to have a set goal, so
Yeah.
so we can actually have that is just not a sandbox that makes no sense and has no purpose.
Mhm.
It would be I think it would be a good starting point, and after that, from there, we can actually see what we can do.
Yep. It looks like we have something at least, and in the main franchise we can separate both of them. Saying like those are community, those are X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, they would go straight to the playlist and probably the challenge modes.
They would be quit.
They would go to challenge runs and playlist, pretty much.
You could be there's not in the story or anything, but
Yeah.
the thing is I don't want to crowd too much the playlist because there's like there's achievements and all in there, and I like the fact that right now you open the playlist and there's like 35 songs. You can see the 25 in the story and 10 more, so it feels good. After a while we're gonna have like 35 and then another 55 so we're gonna be like
I would
Well,
just add it
if
to-
they're at the end, you just have a section just like user created content, and that's at the end.
We could have people buy the community pack in with the beat points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just gonna
And then
suggest there
put
be
bit
another
points
tab.
in loot boxes.
And then put and loot boxes and microtransaction.
Oh god.
Nice. No, but for real, people have been asking, like, we could gamify the entire thing, so we can, like, give the content little by little like this, actually. That could be something. That could be something.
Totally.
My biggest fear was, let's say that the winner of this week, we had, like, only 2 people that send the thing, and the winner, like, 2 of them suck. Like, all of the levels we receive suck. And we're like, well, I don't want to put that in the game, you know, so I don't want to commit into, yes, it's going to be in the game, like, as is.
Yeah, well, it would have to be good enough.
Yeah,
So they wouldn't have to like have a clause that we don't have to actually pick any of these.
yeah.
We can pick any of these, and we probably will because most people are better than us at doing what we do, as seen in their fan arts. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that we will find something, and if we don't, we're not legally obligated to do anything. We just
Yeah.
well, we didn't find anything that would fit, and
Yeah, everything was too hard, or was too good.
Get
or
good.
whatever.
get good.
What if, yeah, ZDNK, what if the best level of the week is basically a massive penis? Yep. Well, it'd be good to show that on the stream, but not in the actual game at the end. How about we spin that giveaway now? We got 49 people for the 50 diamond thing. What? Okay. Okay. Shut up. I don't know if you guys will hear it. I don't think so. Oh, I broke the thing! Aw, shit, for real?
What did you do?
Bump, bump, bump,
I switched the playback device and it just broke my lash tools. Ah, sorry guys. Very sorry. So we have to redo it. Boo. I'm gonna make 2, alright? Very sorry.
Oh shit.
Mike said yes. Hashtag Mike said yes. That working now? Yeah, it is. Alright. Sorry, I want to make 2 giveaways, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I think that we can run that idea on the team actually. That I like the fact also that it makes like nice hype. It creates more content every week, you know. So we'll be able to talk about it every week. We'll be able to have something fresh, something new every week on this Twitch channel. So like every Friday we could say, okay, let's check out all the levels we got, you know. So we ask people to send levels on I don't know, like on by email or something like that, and then we check that out. And whenever we have like a winner, we could do that.
I like it. Yeah, that's actually what somebody was just suggesting in chat.
Yup. But Mike said it, so it sounds better from Mike's mouth.
I said it's something we could consider.
Oh, beautiful. Mike. I love
Why
you
do
very
I
much,
subject
Mike.
myself to this?
I love you very much, Mike. I need you. I need your objectivity. Hang on. Wait. What's up? Elle est dans la valise en bas à côté de la télé. Comme. Ah! Tu m'as fait un saut.
Ambush.
Tu m'as fait un saut.
So
Tantôt.
where were we? Oh yeah, Simon was saying he need Mike.
Yeah. I said that I really like your objectivity. Because I'm like the, yeah, rainbows, let's do shit. And you're like, well, actually, if you do that, people will get mad at you. So then I get mad at
money.
Mike, and I go like, oh yeah, you're right, Mike.
And then he runs away with Oliver because Oliver is much happier than me.
Olivier. If you don't get a winner for that week, you could do a special stream where you showcase a level and give advice on how to improve them. Well, I would actually make a stream every time to play the levels and I could like tell all my feedback, you know. So the cool thing with that is every time I tell the feedback on everything, for the people that follows, we will all get better in creating new levels, you know. So if I get like the 4th or the 5th level by X, Y, and Z, and tell like, well, this sucks, fix this, this will be cool, blah 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 blah. Eventually it'll get better, you know. So and I won't have to do that afterwards. And I'm pretty sure that I could like at least take a level and say, oh, that was a very cool idea, and then just polish it a bit. So I'm pretty sure that I can do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. We have something. All right. 50 diamonds. He put my avatar there. Oh, nice. Sweet. So yeah,
Oh shit.
I went to his place, and he had like a very good. Who won, by the way? Maharito. Sorry, I wasn't even looking. I'm so bad. Maharito, you won. Congratulations. So you got 50 diamonds in some vial, my friend. 50 diamonds in the other game we have called Some Vial. It's a mobile game. I believe that Mr. Larkin will send you those diamonds. If
I
not,
have to.
You have to? Okay. That Larkin's not there?
Nope.
Alright, sweet.
Well, he's here, but he's
Yeah, busy?
yeah.
He's fired.
He's fired.
We cut his pay.
Yeah, we went to I went to PAX, and actually Daniel Leave in PAX. For those of you who don't know who Daniel Floyd is, he was the voice in Extra Credit for the past like 7 years or so, something like that. So he worked very closely with Extra Credits for a long time. And finally, like, he just recently quit Extra Credits to do his own YouTube videos. So he's an animator, and he does comments on a lot of games out there, and he's very insightful. He knows his shit really well. So when you talk about a very specific subject, for example, the animation of the hands of the character in Overwatch, and he can spend like 20 minutes talking about every single detail that makes everything look fresh and very beautiful. So a very, very resourceful guy. And I just tweeted at him and said, he played the Just Ships and Beats the entire game and streamed it and put that up on YouTube. So eventually I said on Twitter, like, hey, you want to make like a podcast or something together? And he said yes. So I went to his place at PAX, and we recorded the 3 or 4 videos during that time. So, but yeah, like I was, my brain was half there, and I was playing at the same time. So I hope that the thing will be okay. Another question for the level is there: will it be able to create our own shapes and other animation transition? Like all of those things is possible. Crystalitar, I would love to make you be able to create your own stuff and everything. At one point, I will have to separate my time into putting more time in creating levels or working on the level editor itself. So I'm gonna have to work. I'm alone on this part of the project. So yeah, I'll be dragging on each side. You know, one thing I would love to do as well is the possibility to put Lua code in there, so you can create your own enemy that does whatever you want, you know. So with Lua, you could say, okay, I want a polygon of point there, there, and there, so you can create your own shape, and then you do whatever you want with it, you know. So yeah, all that possible. But yeah, it's always a matter of time. So like I see in the level editor, I see big problem first. I'm gonna fix those first, and then like narrow it down to make more content first, make more content afterwards.
And with the idea of having like it once a week, it gives us like time to actually iterate on the elevator and see what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, if we find a way that people can just make huge ass vaginas, we can actually fix that for the next week.
And make it
Tinier
about big,
vaginas.
tinier
Yeah.
vaginas.
Little
Furry DX. That's pretty cool, man. Mararito. Nice. Yeah, so that was a very productive podcast today. We managed to fix the problem the level editor live. Look at that.
Fix.
Well, yeah, fix. We have a ray of hope. That's better than nothing.
We need you need a button that just puts up the gif of your Sawyer saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
No, like,
Yeah, right.
do you still have the Jean-Claude Van Damme ones?
Yes, I do. Hang on. Well, I can always switch it up here, I guess. Van Damme music
Yes.
GIF. Oh, it was right there. Ah, fuck you.
I have never seen that, and I love it.
That is the best gift ever.
That's still not what I was asking for, but that's still great though.
I love like he's
Hey,
like
Funny
this.
story about that movie. When we were working at our old job, we had a secret Santa, and Simon picked me.
Huh?
And you bought the film Bloodsport.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Oh
For
shit, that was a
Secret
long
Santa.
time ago. Monkey
Yeah,
Man.
You bought me Bloodsport.
Yes, I do remember that. Oh, that was when we were working at Frima, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Berzerk. Oh my God, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, my copy of Bloodsport, you bought it to me.
That's how we became friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like Bloodsport? I like Bloodsport. Okay, good.
Let's
Let's
be
start a
friends.
company together.
Let's spend 10 years of our life together. Zathael, 10 years and still fighting. Thank you very much, man. Oh man, that was a long time ago. Yeah, so we had like a gift exchange, right? And so I picked you up, and yeah. Oh, look at that! 2,000 bits. Thank you very much, my friend. Ray, thank you so much. And thank Monkey Man for the wishes for Augustin. Yeah.
People are asking about the topic that we haven't talked about.
Oh yeah,
so
sorry.
I don't enough.
Yeah, you're right. Like today's topic, the thing on like above my head, it's baked into the PNG, so I cannot even change it. But I should be able to do that, and I should do it. But yeah, let's talk about Zombital. What's up? What's new?
We're still working on the new organ system. I don't know what we can talk about, what is secret. I know I drew a lot of weird organ to put in here.
You did.
Yeah. I don't know what people know and what, because it's mostly Kojak that talk to the people. So what do people know? Maybe people don't follow you as much.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is maybe people that watch the podcast doesn't follow you when you're alone streaming.
No. I
In your
totally-
underpants.
I totally know what you mean. I just love the way
Yeah,
you phrased
sorry.
Oh,
It was lost in translation.
Oh, it was beautiful. No, but yeah, for the people who might not be aware, or who don't or haven't been to my streams lately, the new feature that we're adding is essentially randomly generated equipment, like randomly generated Diablo-style items. And I actually have all of the bonuses and all of the like back-end code and stuff like done and working. And what I've been working on lately is all the UI, all the interfaces, and then ways to actually collect and get the organs. And that's actually what I was doing this morning. Is I was working on a new shop UI and a whole bunch of like debug UI for us to randomly generate custom organs and tweak the power values and everything like that to make sure that we can balance it appropriately. And then I also threw in a couple little placeholder visuals for like a currency for it. And I was working on actually. Is something happening?
Yeah, no, sorry. There was a window over your face.
No. He's trying to fire me.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Do you need and we're also trying to decide if we are gonna do a building link with that.
No, I can hear you, Simon. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We can hear you, but they can't. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. So we're also last time we were trying to see how we can put that in the game. Like it's not enough to just have a feature. We have to present it to the player, and how can you get new organs and things like that. Mm-hmm. How do you collect them? How can you upgrade them? What you can do with that? So I think the core mechanic, having the organ and having them working and all the organ is done. It's just how will we implement it in the game right now?
Yeah. How can you actually? Where do you find them? How do you get them? How do you get new ones? That kind of thing.
Yeah. And how to make it interesting, and also since they are equipable, the thing we really don't want is that you get the tree you like and never bother, because right now there's only 3 slots that you can equip.
Yeah, 3 slots. It's slots. You have to say slots. You have to open your mouth wide.
Gonna be a problem.
No,
so
I don't
much.
think it's gonna be a problem with what we decide to do, but it could have been a problem. But you just fill your stats, and that's it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the whole goal is to constantly be finding better equipment.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
people are obviously gonna have like a tier list of like, oh man, when you get this bonus, like you have to take it, like this is the only one. But the way that I've set up all the balancing for it is that eventually we're going to give you a mathematically better item, and it's gonna have different bonuses, and it's gonna be up to you to determine, like, is this one actually better? Like, do I like this one more, or is this one the one that I already have gonna work better for me? You know?
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah. And so it will give a permanent job to the Red Knight. You know, the Black Lich is the arcane laboratory guy, so the Red Knight will be the surgeon.
Oh, one thing that I was working on this morning, Simon, you remember the daily reward system that you were like setting up?
Yeah.
You had the bats actually like going out and collecting the thing. I kind of took that idea, and for the quick little shop UI that I made, I have the bats running it, where they go out and they just bring you back random organs.
Nice, I like it.
Neat.
Yeah, I forgot about the daily reward system. Dims, thank you very much for the subscription for 38 months in a row, man. Look at that.
Any date in mind for the update? I'm hoping before TwitchCon. That's really what I'm aiming for.
Oh, TwitchCon. We have to talk about that.
Yeah, update are kind of more space because right now Kojak is almost the only one full-time on the Vital for now.
Yeah, it's a huge, like, this system is probably the biggest system that we have ever added into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the most technically involved, because I remember how little sleep I got when I was working on the mail system. But I think this might be, in terms of like mechanics of the game, even bigger than the arcane lab.
Yeah, and also we have an event too ready that will be
Ready.
out this summer. Not this summer, this autumn. Almost ready. So there will be right after or right before the organ thing. There will be a event. I don't think we should talk about what the event is right now, but yeah, it's a pretty cool event coming up too.
That was so much hype.
Or not so much.
I'm speechless here.
Oh my god! That's
I'm
the
not the
hype.
marketing guy, Mike.
The sales are
More
up the roof,
interesting.
man. Look at that! I just received a pile of money here. Shit.
I'm trying, guys.
Oh
We're
god.
gonna work on the game, and it's gonna be good. I swear.
Yeah.
Imagine Moses puts in.
C'est bon.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to
Yeah,
to
this-
spoil it.
So date, we don't know much because we have to finish the freaking organ thing first, and every time we say a date and don't respect it, we get people very mad at us. So we cannot be even more shy on this one. And but we do have after that we do have an event in Bank to put that up afterwards for this. And GSB more work on this, and there was also a secret project I'm working on, guys. There's also something cool. Not gonna be very soon. Probably gonna be about to announce it early next year. But that will be pretty cool as well. Fuck those people, Latch. Yeah, like I wish I wish I could be okay. Hang on. The fact that I like to work on Just Shapes and Beats because I'll be able to just say everything I want. I'll be working on this, I'll work on that. Well, okay. I'll be able to share my work at least, okay? So at least I'll be more transparent on this. I would like to work on the other secret project as well and stream about it, but the last time we did that, we shot ourselves in the foot. So when you do that too early, the hype goes like this, and then it goes down, and then if you release there, well, you are missing your release, So I used to say you should, as a dev, talk about your game as soon as possible. I don't share this opinion anymore, and there's actually a record of me saying that very advice at Twitch Dev Days, I don't think that anymore because otherwise, people will talk about it and then go down eventually, and if you release there, well, you're missing the big wave, So you have to just prepare and just shut your face unless you do something like more horizontal. So horizontal game meaning that you already released this and then you're putting more content in it. Kind of what we have with Just Shapes and Beats right now, or Hands on Vital, So then you can talk about it. Infernax, I'd like to work on it because I'd like to have this really, hey, let's work on this. This is where we are, blah blah blah, and sharing the game and everything, and just I don't care about the entire.
But we
wave
would like
thing.
to have you at the end of Infernax just to because a lot of the idea in Infernax was yours. So it's kind of a part of the project is closely linked to you. So at the end, for the last bit of polish, it will be cool if we have you.
Yeah.
But right now we can do the last of the big part of the game without
Yeah.
everything.
Yup. So maybe next year I'll be able to have some time on there. But I'm basically needed on all project right now. So it's like GSB, Zombital, Infernax, and that other secret project. So I'm like, and so yeah, guys. But I'll be sharing with you guys whatever I'm working on, except that secret project.
Here's
But
what
yeah,
you do.
that's
You work 16 hours a day, and you set aside 4 hours for each one of the 4 projects.
There we go.
Yeah, that seemed productive enough.
Yeah, right? There we go. Actually changed my schedule to just work the mornings and the afternoon, taking it more easy. But I end up working all day anyway. Even with the schedule.
Running
you know,
for 30 minutes,
running
thinking about. Or you were just saying you went for a run and you put on the Monster Cat thing.
Yeah.
And then you just ended up running for 30 minutes thinking only about the new stuff you were gonna do.
Yep. All right. Do we have anything else to say, guys, or should we just close that up there? It's been about 2 hours, and actually, my wife told me, "Hey, there's a water. How do you call that? Water just fell on the floor, and like there's water damage all in the basement."
Holy
Oh
shit.
Jesus!
Yeah, and I'm calling the owner. All right, I'm like, okay, I guess. So I guess I'm gonna have to fix that, guy. So.
It sounds like it's under control.
Yeah, right. Yeah. My kid are not drowned. I can see that, so that's good.
At least
You have an
they'll
indoor
finally be
swimming
clean for once.
You're pretty calm for someone with water damage. I
I think we'll have to finish on this. That was good. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching today's podcast. Probably going to do another one next week or in 2 weeks. Stay tuned on our Twitter account or individual Twitter here, there. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all. You guys are the best. Especially you.
Yeah.
Bye.
You guys.
Bye.
Bye.